Hello, everyone. Oh, no, we don't roll like that, folks. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. It is a great day in the state of New York today. It's a great day because it didn't snow, blocking the conference. It's a great day because of State Chair Jerry Kassar. Where's Jerry? Right there. Because of Jerry Kassar. It's a great day because of patriots like you. It is a great day in the state of New York today. You folks are wonderful. So I got to tell you something up front. Today starts Black History Month, correct? But I look at Black History Month a little different than most do. Black History Month is a time of celebration, but it's a collective celebration for everyone, not just one group, not just for African Americans. Collective, you look at the Jewish-Black Alliance. You look at whites that helped blacks in the civil rights movement. It's a collective agreement or a collective celebration for everyone. And I gotta tell you folks, I wanna go back. I'm gonna speak from the heart. Is that okay? So I want to go back. Many of you may be familiar with my show on 77 WABC radio. I'm on weekdays from 3 to 4 p.m. And thanks to folks like you, my ratings are sky high. And they're sky high because I tell the truth. I tell the truth. And we are living in very troubled times. And I'm going to be frank with you folks. I don't know what my friends on the left, I don't know what they're doing. They're letting the AOCs of the world drive their entire party off the cliff, and they're trying to take the country with them. But are we going to let them? No, we're not going to let that happen. So the morning started out very interesting for us. We happened to be at a Marriott. You'll hear from my wife, Marilyn, in a second. She's right over there. Say hello to Marilyn, please, in a few minutes. So the day started out to show you my luck, I had an opportunity to say hello to many of you, to show you the way my luck is. My day started out, we're at the hotel, and we go down to have breakfast, and I'm saying hello to some people, and I said to this lady, "Oh, well, what are you in town for?" Just my luck. Guess what the lady said? She said, "I'm in town for the Democratic Conference of Mayors." And I'm like, oh my God. So that's how my day started out. But the lady that took care of us, the waitress at the hotel, she said, "What are you in town for?" I said, "I'm speaking at the State Conservative Party convention." She looked at me, smiled, and said, "Fight, fight, fight." And so she didn't know that I am a very proud Trump supporter, but I could tell that she was with the agenda of this organization. And so looking back the last couple of days, I had a good day on Friday. And you know why I had a good day on Friday? Because I woke up to the headlines that Don Lemon had been arrested. And the reason why it was a good headline, I don't know these days about what's going on in the country. How do you think that you can storm into a church, disrupt services, interrupt people that are not bothering you, They're minding their business. And then you can think you can claim that you're a journalist and get away with it. The Trump administration said, I don't think so. We got something else in plan for you. Kudos to the greatest president of the country of America ever, Donald Trump. Why do I say that? The man gets the job done. So I'm often asked, what is he like privately? That's one of the questions I'm asked. And let me just say this. Well, let me answer about Mr. Trump first. He is the type of guy, Mr. Trump is the type of guy that you would want to have a beer with, for real. He's that type of guy. He's just like you and I, but he's the real deal. He is the real deal. He's a man's man, and I think you know what I mean by that, meaning that he's bold in terms of not backing down, leadership, decisive. He's the opposite of Joe Biden. We all know what Biden did to this country. What did Biden, Obama, Kamala, let's not forget her, Mom Donnie, all cut from the same cloth. One say they're socialist, one say they're Democrat. It's the same thing, failed liberal policies that are taking the country over the cliff. I want to talk to you folks in a minute about, I'm going to get to Jerry in just a second, but I want to talk to you about something that I was thinking about instinctively, what the black community is taught instinctively. Is that okay if I talk to you about that for a second? It just hit me. So growing up, we would come to play basketball as young grown men. And in the car, my buddies would say, government owes me this. Government, I need housing. Government, government, government. And I would say, but wait a minute, who's going to pay for all of this? And they didn't like that. That's when I first started realizing that you and I have a lot in common. That's when I started realizing that I wasn't cut from the same cloth as they were. And they didn't like it. They would say, Dom, you sound too conservative. And then, once you're conservative and you're a man of color, they throw nasty terms at you. You're an Uncle Tom. You're a sellout. You're abandoning your people. That's not at all. And instinctively, in the black community, and I don't understand this, but instinctively in the black community, you're taught, and nobody says this to you, but it just is. You're taught you're supposed to be a Democrat. You're taught you're supposed to be anti-police because the police are not there for you. These are things that are so false, but you're taught these things. And so I say this often on the radio, and I say it to colleagues and to members of the community, that you got to wake up and get off of that Democratic plantation because they're not there for you. All they're doing is using you. And so we start Black History Month, and I want to ask you folks this question, right? So we all know the president that freed the slaves, Democrat or Republican? Interesting, isn't it? The president that started honoring Black History Month, Democrat or Republican? The president, and that's President Ford, the president that signed Black History Month into law, Democrat or Republican? And who was it? Reagan. So I say again to Democrats, get off of that plantation and open your eyes. So as was said in the introduction, I've had the opportunity in my career to do a lot of things. And I've had a very unique life. Grew up poor. My mother suffered from mental illness. met my father once or twice my entire life. No man ever signed my birth certificate. And so my wife is going to speak about that in a second. And she's also a retired educator from Manhattan College, which is where Rudy Giuliani, America's mayor. Please give the mayor a round of applause, please. Rudy and I used to fight like cats and dogs. I was the lead reporter assigned out of City Hall on television, and we would go and fight mano a mano. But I learned, as he was the mayor, and what he did for the city and for the country after the fact, that he really was America's hero, America's mayor. And we're very close now, even though there have been books written about how much Giuliani and I would fight each other. But he was always a man's man. And he would say to me, he would look out for me. I was hospitalized once, I'm diabetic and high blood pressure. And who do you think was the first person that called me when I was hospitalized? The mayor of New York City. And let me tell you something, folks. When the mayor of the city calls, all of a sudden you get first-class treatment at a hospital. And so I've traveled all over the world. Israel several times, Somalia, Japan, Israel 4 or 5 times. You know where it started for me? It started for me, folks, in the housing projects of New York City. And I can tell you firmly that because of conservatives, because of Republicans, it does not matter in life where you start out at. What matters in life is where you're going. And, you know, I'm going to come to you, Jerry, in just 1 second. But failed liberal policies, they make me want to throw up. Their policies, I'm serious. My wife will tell you, I talk about it all the time. Soft on crime. How does that benefit America? How does that help the black community? And it's not racist to talk about crime in the black community. That's not racist. Police go to where the crime is being committed. And sooner or later, we have to be honest. Who's committing the crime? Black males. See, nobody wants to hear the truth. It's racist to say that. No, it's not. It's so bad in my industry, they teach young journalists now, you can't say black male in the description. You can say 6 feet tall, light skin. If you don't say that, if the person is black and you don't say black, how are you going to find the suspect? You're not, right? So failed liberal policies, bureaucratic education systems that lower standards. How is that going to help anybody? How is that going to help Keisha or Jerome or whoever if they can't read in the 12th grade? My wife spent her life dedicated to education, helping young people like herself, like myself, that were first-generation success stories. So failed Democrat liberal policies. The worst one, dependency first and welfare, that traps families in cycle after cycle after cycle after cycle. How is it, you tell me, how is it that my wife can be the first success story in her family that went to college? I'm the first success story in my family that went to college. And then we have children, and our daughter, who's not here today, to show you how education works when the system works. She has her master's degree, and she's a spokeswoman for Harvard University. So how is it that you go from welfare, to tough love, to no excuses, No excuses, no excuses in life. If you don't succeed, look in the damn mirror. It's not good. Yes. It's not government's fault. It's not, the Democrats will tell you it's everybody's fault except for the person in the mirror. That's part of the problem. It's part of the problem. Failed liberal policies is how we got to where we are right now as a country. And so I had the opportunity. It's amazing how life works. When Hillary Clinton decided she was considering running for president, and she decided to do a debate, it just so happened that I was the guy that she decided to do the debate with. And I want to tell you a Hillary Clinton story. I got to know her very well. I'm not going to lie. I like her. She's slimy as but I like her. Right? And she's just as slick as Bill, if not slicker. Okay? I'm not going to lie to you. I like him too. Right? So my wife and I, we got to be guests of the White House, the Clinton White House. My wife said, I'm not going. I had to argue with her, and then finally she went. But okay, so Hillary Clinton is doing her book. This is a true story. She's doing her book. And so the Monica Lewinsky situation had already happened. And so she's got to mention Monica in the book in order to get the multi-million-dollar advance and in order to sell the book, right? She's got to do this. So she's doing a round of interviews. Show you how slick the Clintons are. And I'm coming to you, Jerry, in a second. And so my producers, so wait, let me just tell you how things are in media, right? So I'm moderating the debate with Hillary Clinton, and they were scared to death that I might ask her something, that a male that I may come on too strong against the woman candidate. This is what they were concerned about. So they had a team of female producers, I kid you not, that worked with me to prepare for the questions for Hillary Clinton, knowing that she would play the gender card if she was in trouble. And so I had to go through this for an entire week. So they had put me off in a hotel where nobody could find me because both campaigns, they try to get an edge. That's every campaign. That's the Trump campaign. That's Kamala's, her campaign. You know, I want her to run so bad. Please let her run. Because that means that the Republican candidate, hopefully the conservative candidate / is guaranteed victory if Kamala runs again. So anyway, Hillary Clinton is doing her book tour. And so my producers, they say, listen, we don't, excuse my French, we don't want to ask the standard bullshit that everybody else asks. Dominic, you really want to make news? Yeah, I really want to make news. You know what you ask her, Dominic? What? What do I ask her? Ask Hillary if she ever had an affair on Bill. Now, I'm bold, but I ain't that bold. But guess what I decided to do? Go for it. So we're sitting there, and a good political reporter, what makes me so good in journalism is I can size you up as a political candidate in 15 seconds. I can tell if you're full of BS. I can tell if you're the real deal. I can tell if you have the Trump factor, that you're magnetic personality-wise, and you've got it. Bill Clinton had it. Trump had it. Obama had it. I'm going to leave that alone. So I said, okay, I'll do it. So I'm setting her up. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. I'm letting her give her responses. I'm about to come in for the kill shot. Da 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 da, da 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 da. I've achieved this. Da 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 da. So she's running. She's replacing Moynihan in the Senate, and Moynihan was a good man, by the way. He was a Democrat, and it was unfair what happened to him. Moynihan told the truth about the black community, and they called him a racist because he told the truth and about public housing. And I know about public housing because I lived in public housing, okay? So sometimes when you tell the truth, they call you a racist. But anyway, so she's sitting right across from me. So I'm like, when I'm in a tough situation, I kid you not, there's an angel, one on this side, one on this side. Part of it said, do it. The other one said, you better not. Do it. You better not. Do it. You better not. I said, I'm doing it. So she gave her little standard answer. So I said, straight up, folks, Mrs. Clinton, we're on camera. And I think we had, it was after the DNC. We were out in Los Angeles. But anyway, and they were smart, so they knew she was going to run. So that's why they invited us to the White House. There are ways that they try and pay off political reporters. So she gave her answer, blah, blah, blah. So I said, Mrs. Clinton, you mentioned Monica Lewinsky in the book. Yes, Dominic, yes. Have you ever stepped out on your husband? Just like that. And she didn't miss a beat to show you how slick she is. She said, of course not. No. So I'm like, okay, no. So we do the interview, and my executive producer, his name is Bob Hart. He's in the room with me. And the cameramen in the room, tech people. And as soon as the interview was over, she jumps up out of her chair. How dare you? This is what she said. I thought she had forgot it. No, she hadn't forgot it. She waited for, the 10 extra minutes, and she could have been caught on camera. But she said, how dare you ask me a question like that? So you know what I said, right? I said, Mrs. Clinton, it wasn't my idea, it was his idea. And you know what he said, right? It wasn't my idea, it was his idea. And so she storms out the room, but let me tell you how slick they are, right? And oh, by the way, let me ask you folks a question, because I'm coming back to that. So I got a question for you. I got a problem in-house with this guy. This guy thinks he's better than me. He thinks he's all that. Who do you think is better? This guy here or me? Which one is better? Me? Which one is cuter? Which one looks more like Denzel Washington, him or me? Every time I mention Denzel Washington, my wife starts laughing. What's up with that? And says I'm too short. And I try and explain to her, if I had all that lighting, this is the Dominic bobblehead, see, he bobbles like me. I try and explain to her, if I had all that lighting that Denzel Washington and all those guys get, Colin Farrell and all that, I got the opportunity to be in a movie with those guys, and I was down with them. It's a movie's called Pride and Glory. I've been in a couple of Spike Lee movies. And I was down with them until I learned their politics in Hollywood. Ooh, their big thing now is not Don Lemon, but the guy that unfortunately was shot and killed. But you don't carry a gun, license or not. You don't play with federal agents because federal agents don't play. They don't play at all. And so, long story short, to show you how slick the Clintons are, so I've got a lead story. And many of my stories have gone on to become New York Times stories and so on. Lead story. Show you how slick they are. So we got them, right? We got a lead story. We got Hillary Clinton on the ropes. We got them. You know what they did? She called a news conference 15 minutes later, planted the same question with her response. Now, do you know why they did that? Because I had an exclusive interview with an exclusive comment, and she said, poof, there goes your exclusive. We're gonna release this to all of the media. So she got me back pretty good. But that's just one Hillary story. I could go on forever and forever. So I've had the opportunity to moderate a debate with her. I'm not impressed by her. I'm impressed by the state chair of this party, Jerry Kassar. You are the man. That's who I'm impressed by. Hey, Jerry, come on down. Where's that bag? My wife has the bag. Vanna White. Thank you, Vanna. You get 8 letters. Thank you. So, all right. So, a little rabbit told me that you're a New York Mets fan. Is that true?
I'm absolutely a New York Mets fan.
So we have a Mets cap for you?
Which means that 60% of the room is now mad at me.
Uh-oh. So 60% is mad at you now?
But the other 40%, I love you.
Okay. Well, so 60% is mad, but I'm a Yankee fan, so that means we balance out, right?
Well, maybe.
Okay, so we have that for you. We have this for you. We have this for you, which is a it comes with a Trump button.
Oh, I love
by the
that.
way. There you go.
Yeah, that I could always use.
There you go. And it's a WABC shirt.
Oh.
Which happens to have the Dominic Carter show on the back here.
You know, I've been on Dominic's show. Dominic's is not a local show. This is the national show. He replaced Rudy Giuliani, as you know that story. It's a national show. He's had me on it a few times. Now it's a funny thing, because we both sound like New York City guys.
Yes.
And and I don't know what they're thinking when they're hearing us in Las Vegas or Seattle.
Right.
I don't know what they think in Seattle.
Right.
But the thing is, he sounds like the Bronx, and people say I sound like Brooklyn. And when you put it together, they're learning.
There you go. So we have that for you, and we also have, and this is the shirt that's outside, but this is the one that I like the most.
Let's see.
It's a Carter thing, right? It's a Dominic Carter shirt, and the reason why we have that shirt, because that represents grit. It represents the Republican Party. It represents, as far as I'm concerned, conservatives. It's the real deal. And thank you, Mr. Kassar.
Well, thank you. If you don't, if you don't catch his show, shame on you, because it's probably the most, not because I'm on it occasionally, but it's the most common sense show on radio, as far as I'm concerned, that emanates from New York City any time of any day. So thank you.
And we have a mug for you, and the Mets. He's a Mets fan, so we have the little Mets coasters for your drinks there.
I love the
There
Mets.
you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jason, you think that this needs to be reported on a financial political reporting report before he goes to jail?
Okay, so wait, what time is it right now?
About 2:30.
Okay, so I'm just going to speak for another 5 minutes, then my wife's going to come up, because I'm trying to leave time for those of you that may be interested in a T-shirt or a book, so I have time to sign it before the next event starts. And then I'm trying to beat the snow. I've literally got to be on the air. And Jerry's correct. My show is national. So at 11 p.m. tonight, and I had to come up here with all this equipment in case I got stuck in the snow, because I thought I was going to have to, they wanted me to consider canceling coming because of all of these protests that are taking place throughout the country, these ridiculous protests. And so I had two choices, either cancel or be here. Cancel or be here. I was not going to cancel. Though that paper in front of you is my resume in case I don't make it. No, I'm only joking. So I don't like when I'm embarrassed, right? When I'm up on stage, and here's how I roll. If I look at you and make eye contact with you, and you act like you're invisible and I don't see you, guaranteed I'm gonna focus on you and call you up here. So I need two people. Let me see here. Let me see. Wait, who? I love how friends sell friends out like, let's see. So Miss. No, right there with the orange. You know what? Both of you. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Are you ladies shy?
No.
No? Okay. So I want one at a time. I want you to come up here. I want to know where you're from in the state. And quickly, I want you to tell me why you're here and what conservative values mean to you. Go right ahead.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Kelly Lynch, and I'm from New York City, and I'm the president of the Manhattan Republican Women, which is... So it's a new chapter of the State Federation of Republican Women located in Manhattan that we started late last year, and we've already had 3 very successful events. And I've been to this conference before. I came last year, and I just think that Chairman Kassar always puts together such a great event for everyone. It's great to connect with conservative leaders throughout the state. And to me, being conservative means limited government and the importance of family values, which I think is often lost, especially in a state like New York. So it's great to have solidarity with all of you and learn what's going on in the rest of the state. So thank you.
Great job, Kelly. Hi, everybody. I'm Caroline Schinkel. I'm also from New York City. I live in Manhattan, and I'm actually running for Congress in Manhattan. Thank you. I'm running in New York's 12th Congressional District, which you may have noticed was not on the RNC's target list, but we're going to change that. So this is the seat that Jerry Nadler is actually vacating. And so eye of the storm strategy, tip of the spear. I could not be more excited to be running as a Republican, but I would love the support of the Conservative Party. And I'm a lifelong Republican. I'm a graduate of MIT and Harvard Law School. I've worked at the Federal Reserve before going to law school and have been a corporate attorney in New York City since I graduated in 2020. So I'm running to resurrect the power of private enterprise in New York City rather than tax the hell out of it, which is what we've been doing. So I think in the interest of saving our city, we all need to come together to really do what's best. And I think that means bringing back common sense, economic policies that have been proven to work over the course of history. Socialism does not work, as we all know. And I think for a lot of reasons in this race, the right Republican candidate can really get some serious traction and win. I think I can be that candidate, and I would love to work with all of you to make it happen. So thank you.
So we're short on time, but we're represented by New York City. I went to school in Cortland and Syracuse. So where are my upstate people at? Okay, so the upstate people, young man. Yes, young man, come on down. And where the rest of my upstate people at? Now all of a sudden nobody's hand wants to go up. Didn't we talk earlier? We spoke earlier. So you know you're picked. Come. So quickly, because we're short on time. So young ladies, we have T-shirt for you. New York, are you like the Jets? Yes. No? T-shirt for you.
Thank you.
And let's see here. Are you a Mets fan?
I love the Mets.
Okay. Just stay right there. Okay, so my upstate people, all we have left are the mugs, but here are the mugs. So I just want to hear from my upstate people real quick, and then we're going to move on.
Okay, what are we supposed
You're supposed to tell us your name, where you're from, why you're here.
to... Okay, my name's Meg Kennedy. I'm from Otsego County, New York, which is near Cooperstown. I'm on the county board of Otsego County and also the acting chair of the party there. And I'm really here because my dad was always here before me. And That's really what conservatism is to me: faith, family, and freedom. I learned those lessons in my family, and that's why I'm here. Glad to be here.
Hello, everyone. My name is John DePerno. I'm a sophomore in college at Siena University, and I've always grown up as a conservative, and I'm here because the last time we had a Republican governor, I was an infant, so I want to know what it's like to live under common sense governance and conservative government, and I think we need to take more personal responsibility for ourselves and allow the Albany to lower taxes and make us better.
Okay, so wait. Did you say you're a sophomore in college?
Yes, I am. I'm 19.
Is this guy gonna be the governor and senator soon?
I hope.
I mean, we've got the soon-to-be elected official over here. And this guy, I'm thinking that he's a lawyer and he's a sophomore in college. What are you majoring in?
Political science and minoring in business.
So you're going to be U.S. attorney one day, right?
I hope so.
You plan on going into politics?
That's my goal, yes.
Give them all a round of applause, please.
Thank you very much, sir. Very nice to meet you. Syracuse is right by me.
Thank you. Yes, it
Syracuse
is.
is right by me.
Thank you. You can have a seat. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Great job. Okay, we're down to 5 minutes here. I want to bring up my wife real quick, Marilyn Carter. She is and just when she's done, I'm going to say goodbye, but I'll be outside. We have this great series of children's books, one that she wrote that's on. She's going to talk to you about special needs children for a second as well, because our son in the back who's taking pictures, his name is Dominic Jr., and we were told that Dominic would never be able to graduate from high school because of his learning disability and because of the fact that he has epilepsy. And today, Dominic has not just one college degree, but 2. And so please welcome the better half of the family, Marilyn Carter.
Well, thank you all for inviting us to your meeting, your convention. As you can tell, he's the extrovert, and I'm the introvert, okay? So bear with me as I talk a little bit about myself. And Dominic's story and mine, we pretty much, they overlap in the sense that I was born in Harlem, number 10 in a family of 11 children. Dominic in the Bronx, father not in the household. Thank goodness I had both of my parents. Because I think that's what's lacking in a lot of the Black community today. My mother and father had junior high school graduation, but they always read. They knew how to read. They taught their children to love books, to love the languages, and also I grew up on talk radio, so it's full circle for us, right? I'm an educator. Okay, I love teaching. I love being an administrator for various programs. And now that I am retired, I decided to do something that had been haunting me for many of years. And one day I went down to our basement to clean up boxes, Mr. Carter's boxes, and I stumbled upon Dominic's records. And it just opened up a can of worms in me, not only for my son, but for other special needs children that are out there. They are the forgotten ones. They don't know how to waver through a system, and that's where the issues lie for parents and caretakers and grandparents who are taking over a lot of the schooling of the young in their household. So it's a passion project for me to talk about what transpired in our family when Dominic was diagnosed with epilepsy. And there are lots of children out there, so I decided to create a picture book for parents, students, caretakers who have these children or know these children, because we don't want to forget them. They are our society. They are coming up. Many are already out here, and we need to get them involved in terms of things like this, because we hide a lot of different things. I'm learning as I go along. I'm not an expert, but I'm also learning. I've gone through this for 33 years with Dominic. And so we want to see everybody out there that can make it. And the best way to do that is to talk about it and no longer hide it, which we did for many of years. And as I started to grow and become more familiar with the things out there and the things that you have to do to make these children vital to our society. So that's my pet project. Thank you. So I want to thank you for the time that you stayed to listen to me, and hopefully we'll see you outside the door or somewhere else at another meeting. Thank you all.
Okay, unfortunately, we don't have time for questions, but I would like to reiterate, they have a beautiful table of merchandise out there, so before they leave, Dominic has a book out there. There's a lot of children's stories and books and materials out there that I think you would like, so if you have an opportunity, it would be nice to support both of them.
Just give me one more second of your time. I just met this young brother about 5 minutes ago, and I can tell this guy is going places. Just give him 30 seconds of your time, because he's a good man, and he's running against AOC on the conservative line. And we share, I grew up with a mentally ill mother. My mother was a chronic paranoid schizophrenic, a lot of bad things happened in my life. And one of the reasons why I don't believe in racism, because I had a high school guidance counselor who was black tell me, don't waste my time applying to college, that I'd be dead or in jail. Black. But I never had a father figure, and 2 white men stepped up in my life. My coach, Bill, football, white NYPD police officer who coached maybe 100 black males like me. None of us had fathers. This is before the phenomenon called, single-parent households in the black community. And my coach and my Uncle Lowell in Seattle, Washington, 2 white men that stepped up in my life, and a black man told me, don't waste my time applying to college. So racism is not that simple, and it's never happened to me. I'm just 1 minute of your time. I just want you to hear from him for 30 seconds. Come here, please. He's a good guy. I was talking to him. He's running for office. I'm done in less than 1 minute. In less than 1 minute, I just want you to hear from him real quick, because he's a good man.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is unexpected. We didn't have this planned, so it's good to talk to everybody. I'm coming up here from Bronx, New York. Hello to my city folks. Congratulations on your congressional campaign. I wish you the best of luck. It's good to have a fellow Republican down there. We're a dying breed. We're the dinosaurs in the city. Nobody likes to run an electoral campaign in the city, especially not an incumbent as strong as AOC is. I came to this country in '91, 34 years ago. I come from a socialist republic of former Yugoslavia. That warfare killed about 15,000 people, raped 20,000 of my sisters, and burned every single house that was in the country. Thanks to a Republican conservative president, George Bush, who drew the red line in Kosovo. Please applaud that. Thanks to a Republican president, my family is alive today. My grandmother was a refugee in that war, a prisoner of war. My first cousin, who's sitting here, was a refugee and a prisoner of that war. And I was fortunate to move to the South Bronx in 1991, and I was able to escape that. And I've met a lot of folks from Cuba, Venezuela, and other countries that have escaped socialism. I have yet to meet one who escapes capitalism. I just wanted to come up here. This is not my stump speech. I really appreciate being up here. I have, Chairman Kassar, I have the utmost respect for you. You've been gracious to me. Thank you. Good to meet you. Thank you for having me up here. I'll be meeting everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
My final 30 seconds, I used to be afraid to admit. My final 30 seconds, you can come say hello, we can take pictures. I'm at a table right outside, say hello to my wife, get a children's book, get a t-shirt, whatever, or don't get anything. It doesn't matter. But listen, I used to be afraid. I've been a Republican for about 15, 17 years, and Chairman Kassar, I kept it in the closet. I didn't admit it, right? Because instinctively, as a black man, I was taught you can't be a Republican. But guess what? In 2026, and by the way, Chairman Mike Long, I left him out. Mike Long, let's please give him a round of applause. He's no longer alive. Mike Long was the real deal. He was the real deal. I met Mike Long, put him on my show. He was a champion's champion. And today would have been his birthday, correct? He would have been 86 years old if he was still alive. So I used to be afraid to be a Republican. Guess what? I don't hide it anymore. I'll tell anybody I am a proud conservative Republican. Thank you all, everybody.